All right, we'll continue on with our final Mississippi State player. We have defensive end Gerri Green. Again, if you have questions, raise your hand and we'll get a microphone to you. We'll go start right down here on the front row to the right.
We talked earlier this morning. You said you've played for 5 different defensive coordinators since you've been in Starkville. When you talk about Coach Shoup, what is the most important thing he's taught you so far?
Coach Shoup's been, just good. Haven't really just had the chance to really pick his brain yet and talk to him and everything. But it's just been a great experience and everything, just knowing him. I think we're gonna have a good relationship. He's a smart guy. Scheme-wise, I know he's gonna draw a lot of things up and do a lot of great things. So I'm really excited to play for him.
Go here to the camera position on the left side.
Gerri, the expectations in Starkville might be a little bit higher this year. Do you guys as a team embrace that? Do you feel it's something to shoot for and live up to?
Expectations, like we know we have to work towards them. So we just, every day we come in with the mindset to attack the day and win the day. So that way we can meet those expectations and live up to them.
Go to the camera platform back right.
Hey, Gerri, 2 questions. Having Montez Sweat come back, Jeffrey Simmons, you got, the depth at the defensive line position. Is that one of the big things you guys take pride in this year as a group? And then the second question, what's competition like between you guys on a daily basis? What is a normal day like in terms of you guys, like goals for practice?
Having those guys around, just the depth is amazing. Just all over the D-line is great to have. And just the competition is a competition there that is exactly what it is. It's practice, weight room, running. Like we compete with each other day in, day out. Practice-wise, who can get the most sacks or, tackles for loss at practice. Running, who's the fastest D lineman. Like we compete with each other, and I think it's just a healthy competition.
Go over here on the front row, all the way to the left.
Well, kind of to piggyback off that, how do you think those two make one another better?
Jeffrey and Montez, just both being who they are, great players. Really just can't focus on one because they both bring so much to the table. So you got to just really pick who you want to block that day, I guess.
If you got questions for Gerri, raise your hand and we'll get a microphone to you. We'll go down here on the front row.
I wanted to ask you about the new redshirt rule. You redshirted when you came to Mississippi State, but you were a player coming out of high school that a lot of people thought might have been able to play as a true freshman. Is that something, if we could go back and do it retroactively, would you have liked to have been able to play that first year? And then with the young guys on MSU's defensive line, do you see some of those guys getting some early playing time and then going into a redshirt role?
If I could go back, I definitely would have loved the experience of getting 4 games to play because I think it just adds experience to to your game. Because when you first step on the field, that game speed is something you really can't prepare for because game speed is faster than practice speed. And just seeing some of those guys that we have on the D-line, I don't know yet. Some might get a shot, but we'll definitely know that throughout fall camp.
Go over here on the left side on the third row.
Being from Greenville, what has it meant to you to play for Mississippi State? Also, what did it mean for you to be named team captain after the spring game?
Just being a Mississippi guy and playing for Mississippi State in my home state is a big thing. Fans all over the state, root for my school, and so I represent my school best as I can. And when I was named team captain, it was just a big compliment because they came directly from my teammates. So knowing that they wanted me to represent the team and lead the team was a big honor.
And raise your hand if you got any questions, and we'll get you a microphone. We'll go down here on the front right.
When you look around college football this year, this is a big year for defensive linemen everywhere, not just in the SEC, but nationally. Is that something as a group that y'all ever talk about saying, hey, we want to be not just the best group in the SEC, but the best group in the country?
Yes, sir, and we try to work hard as we can every day. We know all about the great D-lines everywhere, just not in our conference, but all over the country. So we know to get up be up there with those guys that we have to really, work hard and make sure that we're outperforming and outworking everybody else.
Go over here on the third row on the aisle.
Congratulations on all the work that you've done in the community. Candidate for the Werfel Trophy. When did you start with your community service? What are some of the projects you've been involved in, and why is it so important for you to give back?
I've been part of community service since I got on state my freshman year, doing things like reading the kids at elementary schools, visiting children's hospitals, just anything we had going on. But I do it because I just I love giving back to the kids, love giving back to those in need. Just helping others is something big for me. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy being able to help other people.
Go to the camera platform right there in the middle.
Just what are the biggest challenges adjusting to a new coaching staff after playing for Coach Mullen and company for so many years?
It's been smooth. It's a real good transition. I think the guys on the team, the leaders especially, they've made it a nice transition. Just and the coaching staff themselves, it's been a good mesh between coaches and players. So it's not really been any hiccups along the road.
Go over here on the second row, all the way to the end on the right side.
Could you talk about your linebackers, guys like Errol and Leo and Willie? Just talk about those guys and what it means to have them behind you.
They're a great group of guys, young guys. They're ready to play. I think they proved that last year that they're dependable, accountable, and I trust them behind me. I know they're gonna be able to get the calls and communicate the defense all over the field. I'm very excited to see them play this year. They've been working hard this summer, so great group of guys and a good room we have right there.
Go down here on the front right.
You've played linebacker, now you're playing defensive end. You did say earlier that you're going to play with your hand off the ground some. Just what is your role in this defense?
My role is getting after the passer, setting the edge, getting out the passer, just being that force, rushing the quarterback, something that I enjoy, something I had success at. So, as long as I can do that, I'm going to be fine.
Any other questions for Gerri? All right, thank you.